common sense can go a long way. Unfortunately, apparently, common sense just isn't very common. In this episode of ClayTrader Mail, it should be relatively a quick one, a to the point one, and ideally, as I go through this, there should be a glaring issue where you're like, that doesn't make any sense. What that is, well, that's going to be the quiz here. And if it's glaringly obvious to you, congratulations, you have some common sense. If you're just saying, what's the problem? What's the deal here? Well, then take that as a sign that you probably need to step back from your interest, your trading, your investing, wherever you are in your journey. And like I said, probably tap the brakes and just kind of reassess the way you're approaching things. Because like I said, I should be hopefully insulting the majority of your intelligences, because you're saying, yeah, Clay, that's the obvious there is very, or the issue there is very obvious. So let's get to this exchange, and it comes on YouTube. So this person is posting on one of the video chart analysis I do, and they say, I have 2,000 shares in HMNY, really hoping for it to jump to at least 50 cents. Quick context here, HMNY at the time of this comment was at like, I don't know, 12, 13, let's just call it 15 cents. So let's think about that. They need it to jump from 15 cents up to 50 cents. That's a pretty big move. So that's the context. And then Adrian comes in. I just saw that they went down to 15 cents a share. My question to you is it worth to buy 2,545 shares? Well, I guess there's the 15 cents. I probably should have just read ahead a little bit. Anyways, do you notice what's wrong here? Hopefully you're saying, why is this second person asking this first person if it's worth it to buy shares? Why would they be asking somebody that just admitted that they're hoping that the price can make a several 100% jump just to get, where they need it to be in order to either break even or make profit? Does that sound like somebody you should be asking for advice for, let alone asking a monetary decision for? Probably not. Now, if this person was sitting there saying, hey, I'm up a huge amount, all sorts of, making themselves sound intelligent, because let's face it, when you're sitting there saying that you hope that something goes up hundreds of percents, implying that this person bought probably much higher, and now they're just sitting there saying, or let's even do this. Let's say that they actually got in at 15 cents. So they're at break even right now. Maybe they're even up a little bit. But their goal is they want it to go up to 50% or 50 cents. Is that also somebody that you should really be listening to, where their expectations are, you know what? My trade plan needs this to go up hundreds and hundreds of percents. If you think that's reality of trading, where you can just structure trade plans where hundreds of percents need to be part of it, you are greedy. You are not being realistic at all. Once more, if this is all just, yeah, Clay, I realize all this, perfect. Then you have good, solid common sense. You have a good, firm understanding of how trading actually works. So my point here is just you pay attention to who you're seeking advice from. That's first off. And kind of the sub layer there is, just because somebody may be, showing that they're making lots of money, is that actually feasible? Like I said, in this person's case, their whole trade plan is based and implying like maybe they need it to go up to 50 cents. So whether or not they're underwater or that's just flat out what they want, either, you can pick your poison here. Either you're dealing with somebody that doesn't know what they're doing, or you're dealing with somebody that's extremely greedy and therefore, once again, doesn't know what they're doing, because you can't be that insanely greedy in the market. So moral of the story, be careful who you're listening to. Kind of consider, step back, use a little common sense. If you are out there trading alone currently and maybe are in the market looking for a community to join to assist you in your trading or to just help you, give you another set of eyeballs, then I do have a private trading community where you can trade alongside me and other experienced traders. So what you see popping up on the screen right now is both an information link. So if you click on the inner circle one, that is going to take you to the page where I explain all the details of what exactly come with the community, both the chat room and the newsletter. And then the other image that has popped up is a behind the scenes tour where you can see exactly what is going to be contained within the community. I take you through, like I said, a behind the scenes tour of everything, and that way you'll know precisely what you are getting when you join. So definitely check that stuff out if you are interested and thinking about wanting to join a community, and let me know if you have any questions.